Good afternoon, members, researchers, and prestigious. Good afternoon to our respected faculty members, researchers, and all participants of this prestigious 5-day faculty development program. Welcome to day 2, session 1, where we continue our insightful journey into AI-powered teaching tools, content creation, lesson planning, and student engagement. It is a privilege to introduce Dr. M. Anita Indu, Assistant Professor and Research Member in the teaching department of knowledge. Over 60 years of teaching and academic Anita Indu from NITR, leadership tools, I leading committee member, and professional credentials are their professional credentials are further strengthened by certification in data science from ICT Academy, CII, and Microsoft Azure AI900. Dr. Anita Indu's academic contributions include publications in Scopus and UGC CARE journals, presentations at national and international conferences, authorship of 3 academic books, and her role as reviewer for Elsewhere and Scopus indexed journals. Research interests encompass generative AI, large language models, mobile app development, ICT in education, IoT, and active learning strategies. In recognition of her outstanding contributions to teaching and research, She has honored with the I2R National Allied Teacher Award in 2020. In today's session, Dr. Anita Indu will share valuable practical insights from her areas of expertise. Participants with innovative approaches to enhance teaching, research, and technology integration. Let us extend a warm and enthusiastic welcome to Dr. Anita, who leads us into this enriching session. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for nice introduction. And let me share the screen. Can we start, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, sir. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay. So, good afternoon, everybody. So, I am Dr. Anita Indu from PG Department of Computer Science from SSS Sashan Jain College. It is in Chennai. Today, I am going to tell us about the AI-powered teaching tools, which will be helpful for us faculties, faculties like us, for lesson planning, content creation, and student engagement. Okay, so let me start. First, I would just like to tell you about the curriculum versus syllabus. As we are all the faculties, we know what is the difference between curriculum and the syllabus. Just a short introduction about that. Curriculum, now suppose we are going to start a new course in our college, like MSc Computer Science or IT, anything we are going to start. If it is an if it is an autonomous college, the syllabus will be framed by the concerned college itself. If it is an affiliated college, it will be the syllabus which is got from the universities. Like our college, it is affiliated to Madras universities, then we will get the curriculum from the Madras University for MSc IT or MSc Computer Science, whatever the new course which we are going to start. So that is curriculum. So curriculum is nothing but it is a set of a syllabus which we have for a particular, to give a particular degree, like MSc degree. If we want to give a degree to the student, what are the subjects she or he has to study, that will be, it includes the curriculum. So curriculum, it holds the syllabus, the assessment, how we are going to judge the student whether they have learned that particular syllabus or subject, and the rubrics, question setting, everything, it comes under the curriculum. So curriculum, it is one of the detailed plan for the particular frame structure for a particular course. Okay, so now if we go for the syllabus, means in a curriculum we have many subjects. So for each and every subject we have a syllabus for it. So that covers the particular topic, the assessment, whatever for that particular syllabus we want to, what are the main topics we want to teach the students, it covers that particular syllabus. Okay, so we know what is syllabus and what is curriculum. Now for framing a particular syllabus, nowadays, as you all know, many tools have been come. So many AI tools are there which are free of cost, and we can use it so that we can do our lesson planning, content creation, and student engagement. All these things can be done in a short period of time quickly. Okay, and we can create the faculty's creativity, everything can be used. With the help of this, we can do our work in a quick manner, in a simplified way, and in a much professional manner. Okay, so all of us might be using few tools. Today I am going to tell you some of the tools which will be really help to create the lesson plan for content creation, which we can share it with our students so that they can learn in a easier way. Okay, so first we will be going with the lesson plan, which each of us faculty which we want to start. Okay, so what is lesson plan is nothing but before, suppose I am taking a particular subject. Let us take IoT, Internet of Things. Suppose I am taking that subject, I have a syllabus for it. So before going to the class, before going to begin that session itself, suppose if it is a semester pattern, so before the semester starts, we will plan for that particular syllabus. Okay, so all of us, we will be writing the lesson plan either in the written form or in the system we are doing. Nowadays, everybody, we are using system in order to frame our lesson plan. So lesson plan, everyone has to frame it, and it is one of the criteria in the NAC for IQSC. We have to show the, for each and every course, we have to show the lesson plan. Okay, so we will be planning our lesson. Suppose if it is a 5 hours papers, totally for our university, we have to frame that is 55 hours. 55 hours I have to take for a particular subject. Okay, so before going to the class, I will be planning for that 55 hours. So how to plan it? Earlier days we have to sit and write in the Excel sheet. We will put each and every topic, this much hours we will take to cover the particular syllabus. In that topic we will be framing like that. Nowadays it is not necessary. We are having many AI tools. Once you give the syllabus, it will be automatically giving us the lesson plan. Okay, so that's only we are going to see it today. So lesson plan, we know this, it is a detailed proposal of a particular topic. So why we need this plan? In order to reach to our students in a better way. Okay, so we want to achieve something in advance itself. We are planning that systematically we have to do like this. For this particular topic, I have to take the particular topic, cover the topic in this particular hour, and I have to give some of the engage the students with some of the group discussions or role play or some flipped classroom technique like that. What is the earlier itself, I have to think that this topic should be covered in this way. Okay, that is the planning, so that I can achieve the course objective. Okay. Okay, now lesson plan, as we know, it has to be prepared by the teacher, and it should be in an organized form. And the lesson plan, it differs yearly, because the same set of students will not be there for each and every year. Okay, so for in this semester I am having a set of students, so I have to plan my lesson according to the need of the student. How the students capacity is, how I can, if the students want to be more playful method, I can give some quizzes, like that I can engage the class. Suppose they want to be in the theory form, we want to take, we can do some presentations, PowerPoint presentations, and we can teach them. Okay, so depending upon the students, we have to prepare our lessons. So the guidelines for the lesson, objective, all these things. Okay, now coming to the tools. So here, if we see, all of us nowadays, you have been using Chat GPT. So this is one of the familiar tool which we will be using it. Okay, so Chat GPT is one of the free tools. That is Chat GPT 3.5 version. It is one of the free thing. Other things are teacher.ai, Eduate, Planbook, and Magic School, which we are going to see in this session. Okay, so Chat GPT, this all of us we know, this is the thing we have been using it. Okay, now next is the teacher.ai. Now teacher.ai, it is one of the tool which is used for lesson plan, for the content creation, as well as for the students engagement. Like we can create some quizzes or bingo like games, we can create it easily in teacher.ai and other tools, and we can use it. Okay, so I am using the teacher.ai tool for my curriculum frame. Now suppose if you are an autonomous college staff, then we have to frame the curriculum also. Okay, so that is the syllabus also we have to frame for a particular topic. So at that time we can use the teacher.ai tool. Now I am just shifting, and I will showing you how to use this tool. Yeah, can you see the screen? Is the screen visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so the teacher, this is the teacher.ai tool. Okay, so you can just log in the thing, either sign up this thing, or you can just enter it through the Google account itself. Okay, and it is a free tool. Just you have to sign up and you can use this thing. And see here, this is the AI teaching tool. Okay, and this AI tool, YouTube's also you can go from here, and the plagiarism tool is also here. Suppose you are giving, you are framing any curriculum, you want to check whether any plagiarism is there, that also we can do it here. Okay, so here first we are going for the AI teaching tools, and these are the tools which we are seeing here. Okay, wait, and I will be just going through login. Yes. See here, I have just signed up and I have come into this. So here, this is the AI teaching. This is my dashboard for teacher.ai, and this is the thing. See here, custom generation. So custom generation as well as the curriculum framework, curriculum simplifier. Many tools are there based upon our necessity. We can use it. See here, 5E learning thing is there. 5 is nothing but engage. Then engage the 5E, engage, explore, explain, elaborate, evaluate. All these things are 5 E's. So based upon that also you can design your curriculum. Okay. So I am showing you how to build the See here, this is the course outline. As I told you, if you are an autonomous college, then you have to syllabus frame the curriculum also. So see here, this is my document. Okay. Yeah. You can From here, we can select what is the grade I want. Okay, so I suppose I am framing the curriculum for my MSc Computer Science students. I have to set here and I have to choose the grade and this enter the course goal. That is whether it is automatically MSc Computer Science. We need develop the critical thinking. That is the things should be analyzing level. Okay, so that we can use. Suppose I want to introduce the key points. Now I have taken the Internet of Things, that is IoT syllabus I want to frame. Means the keywords you can just place it here. The introduction of IoT, then electronics kits, then sensors and actuators I want, and then the programming in IoT. Okay, so the keywords you can just give here and assessment type. Suppose I want to give some projects based upon the IoT kit, I can use the assessment type and policies that is all optional. And here the tone of the voice, it should be a professional way. Okay, so once you enter all these things, just put the keyword is main thing. Okay, so once you enter the key points, the topic, and you can just give the generate button. You can click the generate button and in 2 minutes you will get classroom, that is attendance, the grading scale. You can put it here, grading scale. Okay, I want to measure the assessment with the help of my grading scale. Yes, so here you can see here we are getting the curriculum for the Internet of Things. Okay, so here you can put the about Internet of Things, the paper title you can give, and this is my syllabus. So the entire syllabus based upon the keywords, it will be framed. If you want to refine it, you can refine it. See, introduction of IoT, basics of electronic sensors, the full curriculum has been framed. Okay, if you want to refine it, we can just download it, and otherwise you can also rewrite the thing. So based upon your keywords, the particular curriculum will be framed, the assessment types will be given to you, and the policies, that is how the attendance should be given, the grading things, everything we are following for our NAC purpose. Okay, so all these things will be given. You can just save it. You can save the file. See here, you can just save the file. It will be stored in your dashboard, and then at the future you can just take it, refer it, download it, anything you can do. Okay, so this is one of the easiest method in teacher.ai to develop the curriculum. Hope you understand. Okay, so next we are going for the Okay, so this is the using this tool we can develop the curriculum. Okay, these are the samples which I am showing to you. Okay, the next thing is Eduate. Eduate is also one of the online tool which is used for lesson plan, activities, assessment, for everything. Okay, so next we will see how to do this. So curriculum alignment, as you shown in the teacher.ai, in the Eduate also we can use the curriculum alignment, structured lesson plan we can do, and the classroom needs. What are the things, activity, everything you can do it here. Okay, so the demo for this. Yeah, here this is the Eduate screen. Okay, so here you have to go for the in this left hand side you can see generator. This is by dashboard, and this is the generator lesson. Suppose I want to build the lesson, you can just click here, lesson builder, and you can see the screen. Here also 5E lesson plan will be there. The Spark lesson unit plan. I can create the unit plan. Okay. Now we are going for a particular unit and I am going to build the thing. Okay. Now how this can be done means, see, this is one of our syllabus for the Agile Software Engineering. You can in the syllabus itself you will be having the course objectives as well as the units thing. Okay, so for the first unit I am going to show you the demo. So this is the objective for my first unit. You can just take the objective from your course content and you can put it in the Edu8. Okay, this is the course objective and the topic which I want to choose. You can take that also from your from your syllabus. See here, for this particular unit I want to make the unit plan. Okay, see, in Edu8 I can give the first unit. Okay, so the objective you have to set and the unit you have to give. Then we can just go and we have to set for which grade you want it. It is for the PG levels. Okay, for the school students also we can use this. And I'm using it for the college level students. Okay, so just college, the level is very important here. So the level you just choose it and click the generate button. So your unit plan for the first unit will be generated in detailed. Okay. See here, this is my overview. The goals will be set for the first unit. Okay. Objective I have given it. So how the particular objective can be measured, it came automatically. Okay. Then pre-assessment activity. If you want to use this, you can use it. Otherwise, no need. Then lesson by lesson breakup. See here, in the first unit, I have nearly 6 topics. Okay, so for that particular topics, the outcome as well as how I should plan that particular unit is have been given. So first topic is like waterfall method. So in the waterfall method, what are the materials I should use it and the knowledge what I should give it to the students. I have to explain the traditional model versus the agile technology, the Venn diagram to show the difference. So this is the detailed unit plan for the first unit. Okay, and for each and every topic you will get it. For this is for the introduction of agile methodology. The second lesson, agile manifesto. For like this, for each and every topic, the detailed plan will be given. So here also, once you generate this, you can just export it or save it in your class. Okay, so this is one of the way to create the plan for the particular unit. Okay, so this is the method. Next, we will go for the next one. So this is Edu8. It is one of the easiest way to develop the unit plan. Okay, next comes the plan book. Plan book is nothing but, now as a faculty, apart from academics, we have many works. Okay, so we may just forget what are the things, topics we covered in a particular day in that particular class. Okay, so you can make a plan book for it. Just like we are maintaining the to-do list, here for each and every subject, we can have the plan book. Here the plan book will be created. Suppose you are having the 6-day orders, 6 days. So for the 6 days, you can plan your lessons accordingly. Okay, so once you see the plan, you can know for this class I have covered this much topics, you can cover easily. Okay, so this is one of the plan book. I will show you the demo. See here, the plan book. Here also, once you sign it, it will ask, that is how to frame the plan book. Okay, so now I have been 6 days in a week. So for the 6 days, I can just plan here. You can just edit your thing that today I have to cover the introduction to the topic. We can just maintain here. This is the plan editor. Okay, so you can just here introduction. Today I have to cover the introduction. Monday, the first period one, I have to cover the introduction of agile. Okay, like this you can put the plan, save it. Suppose I want to do some activity also, you can put it like the quiz or class test I have to give. Like this you can plan your subject schedule for a particular class. for the class, we can plan the thing and we can do it. Okay, so hope this is clear. Is there any doubt up to this? Shall we proceed then? Yeah. So the plan book, it is helpful for the teachers to plan for a particular class. Okay. Then next comes the magic school. Hope some of you might have know about this magic school. Magic school is one of the tool which covers everything. Okay, lesson plan will be there, content creation will be there, and then the student assignment like quiz creation, bingo creation, as I told you, bingo game, that and all you can play it easily with the help of the magic school. Okay, so see here, academic content will be there, so you can create the academic content and we can use it. I will show you the demo for the magic school. See here, in the magic school, in the left side you can see teachers tool will be there, as well as the student tools will also be there. Okay, so first I will just explain one by one. Just go to the teacher tool. Here if you see, there are many things will be there, like image generator, you can view multiple quiz component you can create. Okay, then our comes the lesson plan, so you can just click the lesson plan. The same thing like the previous thing, grade level you should give, objective you should give, and the key content you can give. Suppose if you cannot give all the things simultaneously, just add the subject, the syllabus file here. You can just add the file and you can click the generate button. Your lesson plan will be generated in 2 minutes. Okay, so this is the lesson plan generation. Okay, so lesson plan, it is one of the easiest thing. And then see, for the text translation, for the language stuff, the text translator is helpful for you. So we can use the text translator. Here also the unit plan generator is there. Edu8, we have seen the unit plan. Here also we can do the unit plan thing. That is a specific unit you can choose and we can create it. Okay. And then as the NAC need, rubrics generator, for each and everything nowadays we are being using the rubrics. So we can use the rubrics here. Okay, that we can create. And then for the language stuff, social stories they can use, choice board they can use, as well as some of the in order to prompt assistance, any prompt if you want, the researcher if you want to use some of the prompts, we can use the prompt assistant. Okay, so like this many things are there. Now just for the for our lesson plan purpose, I will be going with the multiple choice quiz. Okay, suppose I want to create a quiz, you can just click it, choose the level. Okay, the professional staff or the grade level. For my students, university, I want to create number of questions you can choose. Okay, and then the tool, that is the assessment, how you have to going to assess it. Okay, the text or descriptions. Otherwise you can, suppose I want to use the syllabus, you can just download the syllabus here and it will be creating the 5 questions for you. Okay, I am just going to my this one dashboard. Yeah, see, I have created the quiz for this for my students. Now see here, Scrum. This is the multiple lesson plan I have created here. See, this is the questions which I have been creating here. Okay, so the if you give the topics, automatically the questions will be created for you from that particular topic. So this is one of the easiest method to create the quiz. Okay, this we can use for our question paper setting and for assessing the students in any way. Assignment if you want to give, you can give like this. Okay, so we will be having the answer key. So with the help of the questions, you can give the students rubrics also, you can set it and you can use it. Okay, this is for the teachers tool. Suppose the students want to use it, you can also tell your students to use it. The same things it is given for the students also. Okay, chatbot, everything they can be using it from here itself. Okay, as well as the for research assistant, like for the PhD students, PhD scholars, we can give them the research assistant using this. Okay, so idea generator, for ideathon, for commerce students we can use this. So like this, there are many tools for the students also in Magic School, which will, and it is all these tools are free of cost. Okay, So this is for the lesson content generation. And for content generation, as I want to tell you, for content generation also we can use the magic tool. See here, I have used the tool for content generation. You can give the syllabus, the content also, see academic content. Most of us will be using the chat gpt, but we doesn't know whether the chat gpt gives the correct content or not. So what you can do is you can give your own material, and you can tell the magic school to frame the content from that. Okay, this we can do it easily in the content for the magic school. We can add the files, and we can tell them to give the content based upon that. So automatically it is one of the authenticate content development. Okay, so for the content creation we can use the magic school. Okay, so next is the student or classroom engagement. For the classroom engagement, we will be using the students will be engaged in the class with the help of some quizzes like seminars, group discussions, or for the or many more things, role play, like that we can use many things. Okay, so for this there are specifically tools for this, like QueryPod, the Mentimeter, and Quizy. These are the free tools which are available in our in the internet for the students' purpose. Okay, so all these tools, what we are doing is we are generating the quiz content for this. So we can generate quiz polls, we can use discussion prompt, we can generate. Now first QueryPod, we can with the help of the QueryPod we can generate polls, discussion prompt, reflection cues, okay, questions. Then some of the other activities like role play that we can do. Then the classroom participation, like the group discussion or flipped classroom content, like that we can use it in the QueryPod. Okay, so here in the QueryPod, if you mostly this is used for the school students. Okay, so I will show you the demo. Yeah, this is QueryPod. Okay, in this QueryPod, if you see, mostly it is used for the school students. So here, see, the subjects are given. Okay, and the grade is also given. Suppose if we want to generate a quiz according to our thing, we can generate it. Otherwise, we can use the Mentimeter or the quizzes for creating the quiz purpose. Okay, and here, see here, suppose if you want to generate any quiz, you can just create a new folder, and then in that folder, suppose I am going for the IoT, just create a folder for IoT, and then you can create your quiz. Okay, and not only quiz, we can also practice the passage by using the, see here, query quiz, we can generate the quiz. Rubrics framework we can do. Generate a passage into a lesson. Okay, just give a passage. It will be detailed. It will be given for the group discussion or for seminar. Anything we can use it. Quiz content we can use it. Vocabulary we can use. See here, vocabulary practice for English staffs. It is helpful for quick writing, for 5 minutes prompt like essay writing or anything for the school students. It will be really helpful for them. Okay, and then the quiz, I will just give you a demo. Let me take it for the 12th standard students. If we going to conduct some activity for 12th standard students for admission purpose and all, we can use this. Okay, the topic you can choose. Okay, from the topics, you can upload a file or you can paste a content here. Suppose I am going to paste a content. This is for sample only. Okay, you can use this easier things if you want to conduct it for the 12th standard students. Just paste the content and generate the activity. Here, how the students will be joining means a pin will be created. After the execution of this, you can see a pin will be created. If you give the pin to the students, all the pin students will be connected at a time, and you can start your quiz. Okay, so once you start your quiz, they will be automatically giving the answers, and the quiz funful quiz will be created. Okay. See here, based upon my passage, the quiz is created for here. Okay. See here, the question one, it is automatically the questions and the answers came. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so automatically the questions as well as the answers came. And if you coming into the poll model, you can just kill. This is the poll activity. Okay, so here the questions came. Yeah. Suppose I want to add the slides, you can add the slide text or visual. You want to convert the questions, anything you want to change it, you can change it. And see here, this is the pin number. Okay, this number, if you share it with the students, all the students will be joining this quiz. Once all the students have been joined, you can use the start lesson. Okay, so automatically the quiz will be run and it will be enabled for all the students. They can see in their own mobile and they can participate in this quiz. Okay, so this is the way for creating a quiz through the QReport, and you can use it in your classroom. Okay, so this is the one of the QReport method. Okay, next. So QReport is one method. In the same way, Mentimeter. Mentimeter is also one of the method for the poll creation, quiz creation, question paper setting, question and answer setting, like that. Okay, see here, this is the Mentimeter screen. You can use the Mentimeter screen for creating the thing. I will show you. Yeah, this is the Mentimeter screen. See, I have entered into this and I have created two questions. Okay, so first, suppose I'm adding a new slide. I will show you the demo how to do it. See, in this thing, suppose I would just click the new slide option. Okay, it will be asking what type of question you want, multiple choice, or as it's a cloud. Cloud means many circles, that is many keywords will be given with the help of the, like this. See here, see the thing, creative, fast, bold, like this. Many keywords will be given. With the help of these keywords, you can choose it. Okay, that is word cloud. Okay, then open-ended thing, that is you can give a short answer. Yes. Yes, sir. Okay, so this is multiple choice, word cloud. I told you open-ended means short answers. Okay, short answers questions we can use. Scaling method, like the Likert scale. Okay, 1, 2, 3 options we can give. Ranking we can choose like this. Okay, all these samples will be given. Question answers we can use. So what is the question, in which type you want it, you can just choose it. Okay, suppose I want to use multiple choice, I will just click the multiple choice. Okay, so here, see here, already two questions I have used it. The third question I can select it. Okay, now this question, from where you can take the question, I will tell you one of the simple method. We have designed the magic school. In the magic school, what we did is, I will just show you. In the magic school, you have created your own quiz content. Okay, from the output, come to the magic school screen. From the outputs, see here in the multiple choice, as I explained to you earlier, in the Scrum we have generated 5 questions. Okay, so these 5 questions you can use it in the Mentimeter. Okay, Mentimeter or QReport or in our Quizzy. Okay, all these tools, all the quiz tools, you can use the same question. Okay, so you need not think from where I should get the questions, or from Google you need not take it. You just from your syllabus you can take this. See, for first 2 question I have taken it from here. Third question, if you want it, just take it from here, copy it, and you can use it in your Mentimeter screen. Okay, see here I am phrasing it. So what is an sprint in Scrum? The options how to give it means, see in this thing, this is option 1. 3 options I have set it already. So just click the option screen. In the right hand side, you will get the option buttons. Okay, so here you can frame it. So take the answer from here. See here, running very fast, a short time to finish. This choice, you can take it, you can put it here. A short time to finish the part of the work. This is the answer. Okay, the third point is a special computer game. Yeah. So these three options I have given. Right option, you have to choose it. Okay. So just go down, choose the correct answer, click the button. Okay. And just click on the right answer. Okay. So I will explain you again. Click on the new slide. The new question thing will come. Here you have to choose it. What is the type of the question you want to frame? Multiple choice means I will choose the multiple choice. The choices will come. Here, in order to click the choice, just first you have to click the questions, type the question here, and then click on the choice. In the right hand side, you will get the choices. Put the all the choices, all the 3 or 4 choices, whatever you want, you can add the option and you can put it, and then choose the correct answer also. Okay, choose the correct answer. Okay, so like this you have to frame it. So how many questions you want, you can just put it here and you can save it. So once you save it, you have to run the thing. Okay, so here I have used 3 questions. Now suppose I will start my presentation, automatically a poll will be created, that is a number will be generated for me. See here I have started the presentation, that is I am running my quiz. Okay, see in this screen here I am getting the code number. So this is the code which you have to give for your students. Okay, this is the code, I have to share it with my students. Either you can share it or click the participation link. You can just generate the link also here. Once the link is generated, you can share it with your students. Okay, so this is the way for running the quiz. Okay, so answers will be getting, and the final you will see show the correct answer also. You can just show it to your students and tell them that this is the thing. You can give the correct explanation for this and you can end up with it. Is it clear? Is there any doubt in Mentimeter? Okay, hope it is clear. So next we will be going with the Quizzy. Okay, so this is the Mentimeter. Next thing, Quizzy. Quizzy is also one of the easiest way to generate the quiz. If you tell your students itself, they will generate the quiz for you. I will just show the demo. Yeah, this is the Quizzy. Okay, so here, go to the home page. Okay, the Quizzy formally, say now it earlier it was Quizzy, now it is called as the Wayground. Okay, it is taken by the Wayground company, and here see here this is my dashboard. In this dashboard, you can see there are many YouTubes. If you want to just want to develop your skill, you can go for that. Okay, and suppose I want to generate a quiz, go to the generate quiz thing. See, create. Okay, see, create. Just click the create button. In the create, you can make the student assessment presentation also. You can use it here. Flashcard likes, you can use it. Okay, so suppose I want to make the assessment. Yeah. See here, create a new quiz. The choice, it can be a topic name. Yes. It is asking for searching the things. Okay, so you can use a multiple choice method or filling the blank method you can use. Okay, so suppose I have chosen multiple choice. So here you have to type the question. What is Scrum? Okay, the answers you have to type it. The 4 options you have to give. If you want to add any option, you can add it. Okay, then single correct answer or multiple correct answer, that also you can set it. the points we can set it. Okay, how much point for each question you can set the points, as well as here in Quizzy it is the easiest way we can generate the times, seconds, how many seconds the quiz timing should be given. If you want to give some tag also, you can give it and then save the questions. Okay, so this is the way for generating the multiple choice quiz. Okay. Okay. See here, I'm going to my dashboard. I have already created few things. Okay. See here, that is software testing like this. Many for each and every for your subjects, you can create the quiz. In the earlier quiz, suppose last year if you have taken software engineering, you have generated this quiz. For this year students also, you can use the same thing by adding it in the quizzy. Okay, you can just add it and you can use the things. So this is the sample things. So once you open into that particular thing, here also the code will come, the subject code, the user code will be there. So once you share the user code with your students, you are all can join in a particular thing. Here also you have to just click the start now button. Okay. So here it is a student based or teacher based. Just make it as a student based. So it belongs to the students. Classical method is the free method which we can have it. Okay. So here you can choose that, and any theme you want to set it, you can just set the theme and you can start it. Okay. So see here the live button in the left hand side, you can see the live button. The quiz is in the live. So you can start the quiz and you can share the code with your students so that they can join. See here, the code is generated. You can also join through the link. You can scan the thing and students can join. So whatever method you can use it, and you can click the start button to join into that quiz. Okay. So hope this is clear. So these are all tools for the student engagement. Okay. So this is one of the easiest way to generate the quiz. Okay. So this is the quiz. Okay. Next comes the assessment method. So as I told you, the student assessment, you can use the rubrics method in order to assess the students. So once you have created the lesson plan, we can start the course content also you are creating it. Okay, and then you are giving many student engagement like quizzes or polls. You can interactive group discussions like that, presentation. You can do some seminar, they can take it. All these things are the way for the student engagement in a particular classroom. Okay, role play, everything you can do. So based upon that, after that, giving the assessment for the students. So in order to check whether the student can learn effectively or not, whatever the thing delivered by the faculties, if they are able to learn or not, we can use the. Please mute yourself. Yeah. So assessment and the feedback. Okay. So here the Edu8, this is one of the device for, as I have shown you already, the rubrics we can create assessment method. That is through rubrics we can assess the student using the quiz or anything we can do it, as well as the Google Classroom also you might be knowing. So this is one of the Gemini product which we have been using it. So I no need. I think just I will give a small introduction about the Google Classroom. But I know that everybody knows the Google Classroom method. Okay, just log in through your Gmail account. You can come into the Google Classroom. See here, just sign in your Gmail account. Google Classroom, if you type it, automatically you are entering into the Google Classroom dashboard. Okay, here you can create every subject. You can create a Google Classroom. In that Google, see, I am suppose IoT, I am having the thing. The Google, if you enter into the create a classroom and this enter into that, a code will be coming, class code. If you share it with your students, automatically they will also join in your classroom. Okay, so in classroom, you can post from this classroom. You can just create, you can submit your new assignment, quiz assignment we can create. Here what we can do it, the quiz which we have created through the Quizzy or Mentimeter or QueryPod, you can just attach the link here. Okay, no need to create a quiz here. You can just attach the link, whatever we have given in the Quizzy, you can just attach the link here and you can assign it to your students. Okay, that is one of the easiest methods. See here, the link, you can add it here. Suppose I will be showing you. See, this is the, just copy this link. Okay, and you can paste the link here, add the link. Okay, so that your student can be joining. See here, the Quizzy link, that quiz which I have created in Quizzy, it can be linked easily here and it will be assigned to my students, to all the students. Okay, so see, my students have been linked here, assigning this to all my students. If I click the done button, the link will be posted to my students and they can do it. Okay, hope it is clear. So what you can do is in the Google Classroom, so all these things are interlinked. In the lesson plan, you can create the lesson plan. If you want to share the lesson plan in your college, if they are telling to share the your lesson plan with the students, you can just create a link there and you can share the, upload it in the Google Classroom. Okay, it's very easy. And all the students, what are the students who are linked to your classroom, everybody will be able to view the lesson plan. Okay, so once they view the lesson plan, automatically they can come prepared for the next class or tomorrow's class. The students can know, well, ma'am is going to teach us this particular topic, so we should, either you can share the YouTube links for that, so they can come prepared for the class. Okay, so this is one of the easiest method. Okay, I'm not submitting this because that particular thing is my next another subject. Okay, so this is for the sample I have shown you. So this is Google Classroom. In the Google Classroom, whatever the content are there, you can just add the lesson plan or your quiz content, everything we can link it and we can create it here. Okay, materials you can post it. So the content creation, we can use the Magic School, I told you, Magic School Teacher.ai. Okay, so from there, what you can do it, you can create a content material and you can post it here. Okay, so this is the way you can use it and you can conduct the quiz for the students here. Okay, and you can automatically click on the grade on system to enable it. Okay, so giving the grades for the students. Okay, so this is one of the Google Classroom method. So the Google Classroom, it is used for the assessment technique. For the rubrics is there, so automatically it is used for the assessment as well as for the feedback. As I showed you, you can create a feedback link for the students and you can share it here. Okay, for any subject, if I see here in my thing, this is the feedback form, feedback link. Okay, suppose I want to, I have come 2 months, I have completed for subject for my half of the unit I have covered in this 2 months. I want to get the feedback of the students. What you can do it, you can make use of the Google Classroom, put the feedback link here, automatically they will give you the gradings. So with the help of the gradings and with the help of the discussion, you can know how the, what is your feedback. Okay, how you are teaching it, you want to improvise yourself, anything. Okay, so we can get the proper feedback of the students also from the Google Classroom. Okay, so this is the assessment and feedback. Yeah, hope it is clear. Is there any doubts? Yes. Is there any doubt? If any doubt is there, kindly ask me.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, hope so. So you can also use this AI tools in your classrooms so that you can save the time as well as effectively, professionally, we can use the things. And as it is a AI world, automatically we have to use the tools for the research purpose. Also, we can be using these tools to check the plagiarism for the assignment. Everything we can use the Magic School. We can use it, and there are many AI tools for the writing the journal papers like this. We can use for that also. Oh, these things. So these tools free of thing only. Once you just sign in, automatically it will be there in your account, and you can use it whenever you want to use it. And you can share the link with the students as well as in the Google class. As I told you, the feedback link, everything you can post it in the Google Classroom so that the students can make use of the content effectively for you. Okay, and for you also, the assessment may not be a burden for you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. On behalf of ITEM, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. M. Anita Indu for delivering such an insightful, engaging, and inspiring session on innovative strategies for research, teaching, and technology integration. Our session offers practical perspectives, effective tools, and clear guidance on meaningfully integrating AI into academic and research practices, leaving us with valuable takeaways. We also sincerely thank all the participants for their enthusiastic participation, thoughtful questions, and active engagement, which greatly contributed to the success of this session. We are confident that the knowledge and insights gained today will significantly enrich your teaching methodologies, research endeavors, and professional growth. Thank you all for making this session a memorable and impactful learning experience. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to Day 2, Session 2 of the Faculty Development Program. As we move forward, this session focuses on an exciting and highly relevant theme using large language models for assessment, question paper design, and personalized learning. We are delighted to have with us Dr. Kavita Devarapate, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Engineering, AJ Institute of Technology, Mumbai. It's an autonomous institution. More than 17 years of distinguished experience spanning academic research and consultancy, Dr. Kavita brings deep and diverse expertise in remote sensing, machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI domains that are reshaping sectors ranging from agriculture to education. Dr. Bate has successfully led consultancy and software development projects worth over 96 lakhs, addressing broad challenges in agriculture, education, and examination management systems. Her academic and professional contributions include publications in SCIE and Scopus indexed journals, international patents, and copyrighted software and data sets. She also serves as an innovation ambassador under the Ministry of Education, has received multiple Best Teacher awards, and contributes as a reviewer for reputed Springer and ITP journals. In addition, Dr. Bate is a sought after speaker who has delivered impactful invited talks at FDP sessions on AI, remote sensing, machine learning, and web technologies, while actively mentoring researchers and promoting strong industry collaborations. This session promises to offer practical insights, focus on understanding and innovative approaches that will be directly applicable to your teaching, assessment, and research practices. Let us extend a warm and enthusiastic welcome to Dr. Kavita Devanand Bate. She leads us through this insightful session. Please, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me share the screen. Sir, can you please confirm if my screen is visible?
Ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. Just okay. Okay. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So good afternoon, one and all present here. First of all, I would like to thank Aditya Institute of Technology and AMI for inviting me to give this expert talk here. So the topic assigned to me is using large language models for assessment, question paper design, and personalized learning. Here is the agenda of my topic. Just a minute. I think there's some. Okay. So here is the agenda for the today's session. So firstly, I'll be giving you the introduction. Then I'll be talking about the large language model capabilities in the education domain. Next to that, I'll be going through the large language model for assessment. Then I'll be talking about how do we use the large language model for the question paper design. And in addition to that, lastly, I'll be talking about how can we use this large language model for the personalized learning. And at last, I'll be focusing on the major key challenges and ethics concern while using the large language model in the education domain. So moving ahead. As we all know, we all know about this diagram, right? So in today's day, I mean, in our day-to-day life, we are frequently using various technologies and various applications that are being developed through these various technologies. And when we are talking about this various kind of thing, at the outer layer, we have something known as an artificial intelligence. Then we have a subset of artificial intelligence as a machine learning. We call machine learning as a subset of AI, which is capable of learning without, the machines are capable of learning from the past experience, and that is being without explicitly programmed. Under the category of machine learning, there are a lot many algorithms that are being developed and which has been used in the earlier days. Then this machine learning has some kind of limitations because of which we have something known as an deep learning. And as we know, deep learning is making use of the artificial neural networks. And these artificial neural networks are mainly deep neural networks. So this deep neural network has n number of hidden layers, and this n number of these hidden layers are capable of doing the automatic feature extraction. And we do have the different kind of models for that. We can have the discriminative model, we could have the generative model, and the related stuff. Now, when we consider the deep learning, yes, they are able to do the classification or some other kind of task. But then if you consider the general model earlier, that were not be able to generate the new content. And now we have something known as the generative AI. So generative AI is capable of generating the new content. So this new content could be in terms of text, that content, it could be in terms of images, or it could be in terms of generation of the audio, it could be in terms of generation of the video. Now, one of the major application, or one of the major thing rather, that we are using here with respect to the Gen AI is the large language models. I think in the earlier session, some basic things are already covered. So I'm just covering whatever is required from my session point of view here. So we are when we are dealing with the particular kind of thing, that is the limitation, I mean, the your artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and moving to the generative AI, it is very essential to understand what are the limitations of the traditional AI and why are we going for the large language model. So when in particularly we are talking about the traditional AI system, these traditional AI systems mainly struggle with different kind of things. That is, they mainly struggle with understanding the context. They are struggling in responding to the open-ended questions, and even they are struggling with generation of new responses in the human language. So looking at some of this concern, it is essential to utilize the large language model. So yes, language model are capable of generating the new content. I mean, and they can understand the context. They can respond to the open-ended questions. They can generate the they can generate the responses as well. So let us take a very simple example. If I consider the traditional AI system, and if I say I have booked a flight yesterday, and then I say, can I change it now? So the traditional AI system may not be able to understand this context, but when I'm talking about the large language model, yes, it will understand. Yes, I'm talking about it means I'm talking about the flight. So your large language models are in turn, they are actually using the transformers, they are using the attention, all these things. So large language models are helping us to deal with the limitations of the traditional AI system, and they are popularly being used in various kind of domains in the today's world. So there are various types of large language models that are available. So when I'm dealing with talking about the large language model, so what are these certain kind of large language model that are being used in our day-to-day life? So let it be the student, let it be teacher, or any other the software developers, or any other kind of thing. They are trying to make use of LLM in some of the other way in our day-to-day life. So what are the different kind of LLM models? So there are different types of LLM models that are available. So here I'm just providing you the list of top LLM models that are frequently being used. So as we all know, this is the model that is with the GPT-4o, obviously by OpenAI. Then we have Gemini 2.5 from Google. Then we have Claude. Then we have Mistral. Then we have Llama. Then we have the Command R+. Then we have Falcon. Then we have Palm 2 by Google. Then we have Bloom, and we have AI21 Labs. These are some of the large language models that are available, and we can use this large language model and we can build some applications by using this large language model. So directly we can use the model, the applications which or the tools that are already developed through this, or even we can fine tune and we can create our own this also. So now when we consider this different kind of models, so each of this model is having the specific type, they are providing the different kind of functionalities, and they are providing you the way you can implement the other related thing. For example, your GPT-4o, it is one of the major large language model that is being used, and it is allowing us to use the different combinations. So if you consider, we can make it can deal with the multimodal data. It can use the text, it can deal with the images, and now it can also consider with audio also. And then we have this second kind of thing, that is the Google Gemini. So Google Gemini is also one of the large language model that is being used in the various sectors. And this LLM models are helping us to do the different kind of stuff. Then we have a cloud. So it can be used when we have the large, documents and related thing. Then we have a Mistral. Then we can have this Llama 3. So these are the different types of the large language model that we frequently use. But in addition to that, as you could see here, these are some of the models that are being used very specifically. So one of that LLM model that we are having here is the Command R plus. So this is the LLM model that is the enterprise focus LLM model, and that is being mainly optimized with the RAG, and it can be used for generation of various business applications. So when you can use it to generate a chatbot which are very specific to a particular business use case. Then we have the something known as an Falcon LLM. So it is the decoder only transformer that can be used, and it is also providing you the various functionalities. Then we have PAM2. So that stands for pathway language model. So that is the LLM model that is available through Google, and it is the multilingual, and like other models, it is having the reasonable reasoning capability. Then we have Bloom, and then A121 Labs. So these are also some of the large language models that we are using. Now, so giving the background and what are the things that we have. So now let us move on to the how this large language model are being used in the different sector, and how it is time. Sorry, may I continue?
Yes, ma'am. You please continue, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So now we are moving toward the education domain, and as we all know, most of us being teachers, we all know that our main focus is the outcome-based education. We really want outcome-based education, and for that, as a teacher, we are doing a lot of things. Our teachers are having the huge potential, and we are trying to work in different domains, and we are trying to see that our students are industry ready. When we are trying to do all these things, in between, we as a teachers struggle in the certain things. For instance, the teacher has to handle the large classes, and obviously in the classes we have the diverse learners. So what I mean by that, when we teach to a class, it is not that all the students are at the same level. There could be one category of student who are they can learn fantastically, whereas there are few slow learners are also there. But we as a teacher, we have to teach all the students. And when we are doing that, as a teacher, sometimes we are struggling, because if we, let us take an example, if I'm teaching a subject as in deep learning, and if I directly start explaining a very complex concept, assuming that there are few students who have already done the projects in the deep learning and all that stuff. But the same thing cannot be applicable to the other category of student. So this is again a one type of a challenge that we as a teachers are facing. Obviously, we always try to take them at the same level, and then also we try to provide extra efforts to the students who are slow learners and related thing. But yes, diverse learners is one challenge that we facing. Apart from this, we as a teacher spend a lot of time in designing the question papers, and in addition to that, we also have to give the meaningful feedback to the students. I mean, we do the check the assignments, we check their lab experiments. Related to that, we give the feedback. We ask them some questions. Based on that, also we provide them the feedback. Then when we are dealing with such kind of thing, we have something like repetitive grading and feedback load. For example, if I'm a teacher and if I'm checking the assignments for 120 students, so I have to spend a lot of time in that. Apart from this, when we are talking about particularly to the question, maybe in the term test or your end semester examination, we have to be very careful that like the repeating or similarity questions should not be there. So all those constraints we have to consider. And sometimes we may face some difficulty in creating the higher order questions, because as a paper setter, we always think paper should be in such a way that it should be maybe easy to pass for the student, but it would be little bit difficult to score, so that all the student can be covered, but then the difficulty level should also be maintained. Then apart from this, we as a teacher, we are also doing the writing the rubrics and the model answers and all that thing. So in the education domain, the teacher is doing this different kind of task, and this task sometimes is time consuming as well. In particular to the case where we are doing some kind of assessment, or where you are maybe that process can be automated also. So if we could have something which can help us to do this, but at the same time maintaining the academic integrity. So here we can ask the question, can artificial intelligence, in particular to the large language model, assist in this task without compromising the academic integrity and the educational value? Because when we start using large language models, particularly in the education domain, and that too for the very crucial aspect like the question designing and all that thing, we have to be very careful, and we must adhere to the academic integrity and educational values. And obviously to do that, we must have something like human in loop. When dealing with the use cases, so there are a number of ways actually in which we can implement this LLM, but in align with the topic that is given to me, so I am mainly concentrating on the three things. The first one is using large language model, particularly for the assessment. Then using the large language model for the question paper and the question generation. And then third is the using large language model driven personalized learning. So assessment, question paper designing, question generation, and personalized learning. These are the three major factors, use cases that I'm covering now. And corresponding to each of this use case, I'll be going through some of the tools that can be used and related things. So when we are using this large language model driven assessment, or the any of this use case, we should not 100% rely on the LLM, because we must understand this technology like LLM, they are assistive technology. They are not to replace the teacher, they are assisting the teacher. And for that, obviously, we must have use the concept something like human in the loop. So what we mean by the concept human in the loop? Okay, so when we consider human in the loop, it means that the human remains the integral to the artificial intelligence process data, guiding, correcting, and validating the AI input. What it means, whatever outcome that your large language model has generated, we should not blindly trust that. there must be a human who is validating that data. For instance, if I'm using large language model to generate some questions, and maybe a model is creating hallucinations and a related thing. So your teacher must cross check it, and then only it can be considered. So likewise, for each of the use case, human in loop is must. So in particularly when we are talking about this LLM use cases in the education domain, human in loop is the must. Now, let us start with the first case. So why LLM matters in the assessment? So in particular, if we consider the assessment life cycle, so for the assessment life cycle, we as a teacher has to do lot many things. The assessment is not always simply checking the checking the assignments of the students or checking the lab experiments that they have uploaded in the Google Classroom or any other kind of LMS system that you are using. But assessment is at a different level. So here we have to understand how the large language model can help us or can assist us in doing the assessment. So we as a teacher, we do this different kind of thing, right? So the first thing is, as a teacher, so faculty establish the learning objectives, and corresponding to the course objective, we define the course outcome. For example, I'll just take an example of the subject. Let's say I'm teaching deep learning subject. So as a teacher, I have to establish the course objective, and corresponding to the course objective, I have to I have to design the course outcome. Okay, so here we have to check how the large language model can help me in this case. So in the next slide, we will see that the next type of way that we have to do is design question, and which is very crucial thing. Okay, so we are designing the question for what we want to do some kind of assessment. We have to check the performance of the student, so we can give different kind of questions that could be in different formats. Okay, so faculty can create the assessment questions. So in the LMM, the assignment life cycle, assessment life cycle, designing question is one part. Then next comes is development of the rubrics. So as we all are teachers, everywhere we know about the rubrics. So faculty create the evaluation criteria. For example, let's say I'm taking the experiment, I'm taking the lab experiment. So every faculty can develop the rubrics. So for example, there are 25 marks for the particular lab experiment. So as a faculty, I can assign 15 marks for the implementation, 5 marks for the documentation, and 5 marks for the other regularity and sincerity, all those things. So for each of the case, the faculties has to design these rubrics, and that is also part of assessment life cycle. And then providing the feedback. Okay, so providing the feedback, it is in terms of providing the feedback to the students. So let's say you are in the class, you are giving some question to the student is giving the answer to that, and maybe that answer is not correct the way that you are expecting. Then you can provide the feedback, and then student can again prepare and solve the different kind of thing and all those cases. So, and then the next one that we have to consider is reflect and improve. So faculty evaluate and enhance the assessment. So the thing that what I'm considering here is, these are some of the cases that we as a teacher do as the assessment life cycle part. But now the question here is, how exactly the large language model are helping us. So here this assessment life cycle consider this, but in addition to this, we as a teachers, we have to check the assignments, we have to check the lab experiments and the other kind of details as well. So let us ask the question, how can the large language model be utilized here to enhance the teaching and the assessment? So aligned with the different kind of phases that are discussed in the previous slide, here we will try to see how the large language model can help us because large language model we call as an assistive technology. It is not there to replace the teachers, it is to assist. Okay, so considering the first one, we as a teacher has to design the course outcome, right? Objectives and outcome. So let's say as a teacher, now I'm taking the subject for the first time, or I mean you are taking the first subject and then designing the course objectives and outcome. So how the LLM can help me? The LLM can help to clarify the course outcome using the measurable action verb according to the Bloom's taxonomy. As we all know about the Bloom's taxonomy, so whatever CO that we are framing, so we need to make sure that the proper verbs from the Bloom taxonomy has to be used. So for example, if you're framing it and maybe you're not designing it in a proper way, sometimes it happens. So your large language model can help us in rephrasing this course outcomes and the related thing. Next to that, designing the questions. So the LLM can generate the draft of questions at the different Bloom's taxonomy level, and it can convert the theory questions even into the case base. So here it can assist us in that way also. Next to that is about the drafting the rubrics. So as I just now mentioned, we as a teacher has to decide the rubrics. So these rubrics could be the rubrics for the assignment, this could be the rubrics for the lab experiments, or rubrics could be for any other kind of activity that you are taking as a part of your curriculum. So here the large language model can assist in drafting the rubric description and improving the clarity and the consistency. So in addition to this, how exactly the LLM can help us? LLM can provide the feedback. So what type of feedback it can provide? It can provide the feedback. So it can generate the draft feedback statements, and it can even personalize the feedback, particularly to the comments and all that thing. And then lastly, it can also help us to summarize the gaps. So summarize the gap, what I mean by that, the large language model can summarize the common learning gap, and it can suggest the remedial activities. So in particular to the assessment, we can do this different kind of thing. And in addition to that, let's say I have to do checking of assignment and that thing. In that case also, this large language model can help us, but obviously final thing has to be approved by the teacher. But then in that case also, there are major concerns that we have to consider. So in the last slide, I'm going to cover all those concerns as well. So right now, what I'm talking about is how the large language models can help us in the assessment part. Next to that, we'll be talking about question paper design. Here, when I say question paper design, I don't mean exactly the end semester question paper designing. I also consider here the LLM driven question generation as well. So we as a teacher, we always want to do the assessment of the students, and this assessment we do at a different level. So for example, if we take an regular lecture, in the regular lecture also, let's say we explain any topic to the student. So as soon as we explain the topic, then maybe in the last 5-10 minutes, we ask questions to the student based on that. So immediately the students are giving the answer. For example, if I'm teaching the topic convolutional neural network, so I may ask the questions related to that particular case. But now, but that is not only the one way by which you can do the check the knowledge of the students or whether they have understood or not and the related thing. So we can, as a teacher, we can have the diverse question types. So this diverse question type may include the question type like the multiple choice questions. Then we could have the questions of time fill in the blank or true or false type of questions. We can have some open-ended questions. We can give some mathematical base or some match the pair kind of thing, or we can make the mixed questions as well. And then we see to it that whatever questions that we are framing, they are as per the Bloom's taxonomy. So let it be our normal term test also. In the term test also, whatever questions that we are designing, we see to it that it follows the Bloom's taxonomy and the questions are aligned with the course outcome. So So here we have, in case of this, we have the different type of question types that we can use to do the assessment. Then in addition to that, here we can also have the short answer kind of thing. We can have the coding questions also, and then we have the end semester questions. So let us move on to the first type, that is the diverse question type, and in particular to the MCQ. Let us take an example. Let's say we are teaching the subject and we have completed the module number 1. So in order to check the understanding of the students, we may take the small MCQ test at the in the last lecture of the first module, so to check how much the student understood. So how can I do that? So normally in the earlier days, when we did not have these LLM tools or AI based tools and all that, we as a teacher, we used to frame the questions, we provide the different options to that, then we create the Google form, and then we circulate it to the students, and then student will fill that form, and then we are getting the corresponding answer. That was the one way. But now here we have the different kind of tools available, so we can utilize this tool to save the time. Okay, so when we want to use such kind of tools, what kind of input that we have to provide? So considering this particular case, we have to provide the input in terms of like PDFs. You can provide the PowerPoint, you can provide the Word document, you can provide the web links, even we can provide the videos and the related thing. So we can provide this input data to these tools, and these tools can generate the quiz for that. Now, once the quiz is generated, we can use simply, if you generate the quiz and then you simply give it to the students, they may not be that much interested in dealing with that. Maybe they can feel why the teacher is giving us always these questions, and why do we have to give this quiz and all that thing. So what innovation you can do in that? So you can gamify the questions. Gamify the question. What I mean by that, whatever quiz that you are using, maybe you can use it in terms of the games. Like most of you must have heard about Kahoot that we use as an innovative teaching. So here you can create the quiz and then you can export to the Kahoot, and then student can play the game, and then you can simply it can provide the rewards to the students, and then if they are getting the maximum score, yes, they feel good, so they would be more excited to attempt the quiz and related thing. So whenever we have to do this MCQ kind of thing, there are different types of models that are available, different kind of tools that are available. So here I have given some of the tools that we can use for generation of the MCQ, in particular to the question paper, question designing. So here, the first type of tool that we are having is the question. Then these are the other tools. So the second tool is taking the combination of the text and topic, and then based on that, it is generating the quiz. Then there is a quiz bot. It can take the PDF, video, and other sources. We also have the Node GPT, Quiz Wizard, and MCQ generator. So these are some of the type of tools that we can use to generate the MCQ. So it would really save the time of teachers. So let us consider this first tool. So this is the first tool that we are having is the question. So you can directly search on the internet also here. So what this tool is doing, it is taking the text, image, PDF, YouTube link, or it can take an URL, and it has this AI engine, and then you can generate the different types of question here. So you can generate the MCQ type of question, you can generate the matching quiz kind of question, you can generate the true and false type of question, and even you are able to generate the presentation slides as well through that. So now, apart from these tools, there is another kind of tool that we can use, and that tool is a Prep AI tool. So what is this Prep AI tool? So this Prep AI tool is again the LLM driven tool that can help us to generate the quiz. So let us try to see the demo of that. So what we can do using this Prep AI tool, you can generate the quiz, and then once that quiz is published, you can simply create that link and you can share it with the student. So as you could see here, this is what the link once I have created the quiz for one of the topic from deep learning, and then I have shared that with the students. So students can simply enter the details. They would be given a particular kind of code, and then they can play it as a game, and they can attempt that quiz also. So now let us try to see how the this particular prep AI is working. So I'll just go to this. So you have to log in. Okay. So here, when you log in, there are three things that you could see. One is a concept based, second is a curriculum aligned, and third is a material based. And then here it is asking you to select the category as well. So here you can select the category. So let's say I select the category as higher education category. And then in the higher education, here there are further subcategories that are being provided. So let us say you select the engineering category, and then it is asking you to specify the particular topic. Then you can provide the different possible questions. Here it is asking for MC. You can provide like MCQ, or you can provide like the descriptive questions, and even you can select the option as all possible questions, and then you can simply generate the quiz. So here you can specify the topic, maybe generative adversarial network, recurrent neural network, like this, and then a difficulty level. And then you can simply select here undergraduate. You are creating that for undergrad level or for postgraduate students, and then simply you have to click on generate quiz. I have already generated the quiz, so I will not generate it now. I'll not generate it now. So I'll directly show you from this now. So here there are different kind of thing that is available. Here I'll just go to the my quiz. Okay, so I have created this two types of quiz here. So one is this one. So simply we can check this. So this is what I have already created. So it is giving you the questions and the corresponding this thing. So this is automatically generated. I haven't written a single line here. I have simply selected the option. You can preview the quiz, and if you want to download, you can download that quiz as well. So when you download it, it would directly download. You can provide it like different format, and then that can be considered in that particular format. So in different way, it can be considered. Now, once you have done this, you can simply conduct that quiz. So if you want to conduct that quiz, so simply you have to click on this, and then here you have to enter the title of the quiz, and then here you have to set the start date and expiry date. For example, as a teacher, today you have completed module number 1, and within in the class only you thought that this MCQ must be conducted, but then few students are absent, and you may want them to also to attempt this quiz. So you can simply set the start date and expiry date, and you can simply specify all these things. So it is taking the total questions, total marks, and then all this different thing, and corresponding answers are also highlighted here. And then once the quiz is finalized by the teacher, then only you can you finalize that quiz, and then you can simply do the. So here I have already done all these things. So again, I'll not do that. So this is one quiz that was created, and second is this quiz. So this was the second quiz that I have created for this deep learning. So here again, you can check out that thing. You can conduct the test. So if you want to conduct the test, obviously all the different thing you have to provide as already mentioned, and then you can create the link. So now when you create the link, so let us go back to the presentation now. So once you have done that, directly you can publish that link. So this is what the link that is available. So let's say I click on this link. So I share that link with the students. So let's say I'm a student, and I'm providing some details. So student can enter their details. So for example, I enter some details, and right now I provide my ID only. So user can simply. So yeah, so with this email ID, I have already taken the test. So I cannot take the test again. But if you use any other email ID, so if you provide the other email ID, so that would send the code to that particular email ID. Then user will have to select that particular code and attempt this particular quiz. And after that, whatever results that are there, so as a teacher, you can also check those results, so that all those facilities are also available, and even the responses you can get. So this is one type of tool that you can use. So you in our classes also we can use this particular kind of case. Now, so we have seen this one tool, Prep AI, using which we can generate this MCQ. So here the AI tools are helping us in that. Then second thing, let's say you don't want to do such kind of thing. Maybe you want to go with your Google Forms. Okay. So what is the common option that we are having? So we can make use of the LLMs. You can ask LLM to generate some questions for a particular topic, and then manually you can do copy paste in the Google form, and then you can share that Google form with the students. The other option is you can directly add on the integration, and then rather than relying on this different kind of thing, even we can build our own custom pipeline for the tool. So you can use LangChain based MCQ generator. So I personally feel rather than relying on the other tool, it's always better to create our own tools, so that we can use this for our students, for our institute. Then the one more type that we can consider. So whatever tools that I have already discussed earlier, so here directly we can use them. But then if we have a coding background, we can also create automatic, you can make a combination of like your chat GPT and the Google App script, and then you can directly generate the Google Forms, because just copying that from the chat GPT, pasting it, and then generating it again, it is a time consuming. So so what if we could automate that particular process as well? So when we are talking about this, we can leverage the potential of this large language model, and you can use this Google script. So how can I do that? So I'll directly show you the demo of this. So you can directly go to the script.google.com. Okay, so when you go to the script.google.com, obviously you have to log in first. And when you go here, you have to select the new project. Okay. So when you go to the new project, here by default, you are getting one thing, code.js. So here we are doing this JavaScript coding actually. So what we can do in the chat GPT, we can provide the prompt. We can get the questions in a JSON format, and then further we can do some coding here, and then we would be able to deploy that. We have to run it. So I have already done the thing. I'll directly show you from that. I'll just close it just a minute. I'll just go back to this. Yeah, so I'll go to my projects. So when I go to my projects, so this is just now what we have created, but I have not done anything here. I have already done this work. So I'll directly show you the demonstration of this to save the time. So let's say this is the quiz that I have created for the deep learning. Okay, so here written some code, and then here directly this is the JavaScript code that is being done. So we can define a function. So here I wanted to create the quiz for student on the topic convolutional neural network. So I have simply created this function. This is the variable that is being used, and here we are specifying this format. You can specify the description here. Then you can set this quiz, and for the quiz, obviously you need a question. So here I can provide this. I have provided this entire questions and the corresponding answers. So as you could see, we provide it in this format. So we have the question, we have the corresponding options, and then also we have all this different kind of thing. So all this data is fed to that particular variable, and then simply for each we use this function, and then we can simply check out for the choices and we set the point. So here with this simple kind of coding, once you have done, simply you have to run this. Okay, so I have already done all this process. So once you run this, it will ask you for the name. So let us see what happens, because I have already done it. So when you run it, so it would ask you for this name. So you have to provide the name and related thing, and finally you have to, once it is done, finally you have to go to the particular URL for forms. So now you will go back here and you simply go to the, sorry, so you can go to forms.google.com. I'll simply go to this. Yes, so this is the quiz that was generated. Okay, and here it is automatically generated. I haven't created this. Over there only I have done some coding, and directly when I publish, I have simply selected it, and this quiz is generated now, and I can directly publish it, and student can, I can share the link and student can attempt this quiz, and obviously like others, you can simply get it. You can get the corresponding responses. So this is the other tool that you can use again for creation of the MCQs. Then next part comes designing the questions for your main exam. So recently the LLMs are being widely used for the question paper design. But what about the confidentiality? What about the ethics? What about the university policies? So we as a faculty, we must safely use it in the academic setting without violating the confidentiality, ethics, and the university policies. So what you can do for that? So you must use the ethics safe prompt. So I think in the maybe second, third day or fourth day, there is one session on the prompt engineering. So that more details should be covered by the speaker that time. But here, simply talking about the prompt engineering, it is simply art and science of designing and optimizing the prompts to guide the AI models, in particular to the large language models, toward generation of the desired responses. It means we specify a prompt, and we, according to that, we ask LLM to generate this thing. So we must consider the ethics safe prompts. So here we should not use our final paper through the chat GPT here, but we can use the templates. You can use the template, and obviously we should never ever give our institute identifiers, and for any of this case faculty must be the final authority. So as a teacher, how we can use it as an assistant, not to consider the final way. So let us consider this some sample prompt that can be given. So let's say you are an academic assistant tasked on creating the formal university level exam question paper for some subject. You can provide the coverage. Then you can provide the question format. You can specify here this Bloom taxonomy level, COs, and you can specify the major requirement. So use formal academic exam language suitable for engineering student. For example, ensure the balanced distribution of Bloom's taxonomy level. Do not provide the answers and solution, that is must, and then must maintain the academic integrity and confidentiality, and avoid content that could compromise the exam fairness. And then output what we're expecting, the neatly formatted table ready copy paste in the Word. So here I want to clarify that we must use for as a template, not to generate the final end semester paper. So what are the different steps that you can use, or we can call it as a safe workflow? So when dealing with this, what is the step number one that we can use? So step number one is to use the large language model to generate the question template and Bloom level mapping, COPO mapping format and related thing. Then next to that, once it has generated that, we must rewrite the question wording, the numerical values, case studies. Then you can shuffle order of the question, mass distribution, cognitive level, and paper must be finalized offline. There should be no access to that afterward. And that final paper must be offline and it must be confidential, and it should not be like whatever you're taking as it is from the chat GPT. We should not use it, but yes, it would help you in the as a system or thing. So what we should never do when you are dealing with this, we should never upload the final exam question to this public this tools. We should not share the internal assessment keys. We should not mention the university or the exam date, and we should not take the result that we are getting from the model as it is. So we must follow all these concerns. So these are some of the tools available. We can use that. But then what is the appropriate thing? Rather than relying on this, particularly to the cases where we are dealing with the end semester examination, where the confidentiality should not be compromised at any cost. So in that case, we can build our own tools. So we as a faculty, we can form the group of faculties, we can form can simply develop our own tools. So you can make use of this open source this thing. And then you can locally deploy that. So you can make use of the LLM and drag knowledge base, and then you can make use of the LangChain to build the end-to-end framework. And in that also you can specify the related thing. And in whatever tool that you're building, you must specify all the constraint. You must check out all the logs, and all these things must be taken into the consideration when you are dealing with these custom tools. So I personally feel we must design such kind of tools in our institutions, so that we can our students maybe I mean not student, the faculty can use it for the different purpose, and it can help us to automate some of the tasks. Then, so till now I have covered about the assessment, and then I have also covered about the designing and how can we generate the different kind of questions. Then moving to the last third point, that is about the personalized learning. So what about the personalized learning? So in case of the teaching domain, we know that our learners learn in different ways, and yes, they learn at the different paces. So what exactly is the personalized learning then? The personalized learning is a teaching model based on the this thing. So each student get a learning plan based on how they can learn, what they want, and what their skills are, what are their interests are. So now, when we are dealing with personalized learning, in particular to the large language model, we have to consider two major things here. One is adapting to the different learning styles, and second is supporting learning at the individual pace. So here with reference to the first one, what I mean adapting to the different learning style. So some of the learners, maybe you can consider the visual learners. I'll tell you one by one what is that. Then we can consider some of the learners as auditory learners, and some of the learners as a reading writing learners. For example, I have a class of students, and in the class of students where I have, so for example, 50 students. So in the out of 50 students, there may be the 20 students who are more able to understand it based on some visual kind of thing that is being created for a particular topic. Or there could be some other category of students who are more interested in learning through this audio related thing, and there is one category of learner who is mainly dealing with our reading and related thing. So your LLMs can help you to adapt to the different learning style. So the tools that are being created, obviously, and it should be supporting learning at the individual pace also. So your learner can vary there with the notes, and they can review the difficult concept repeatedly. So in order to support the personalized learning, there are again different types of tools that are available. But then first we have to understand when we are talking about the personalized learning, uh, how it is differing from our traditional learning. Okay, so when we consider the traditional learning cases, so we have something like one size fit for all lectures. Okay, we also have obviously the fixed schedule is there. We have a standard textbook problems are there, but yes, now teachers are also taking some other problems as well. Then some generic project, periodic exam, and teacher as primary knowledge source. Here, in addition to that, when we are dealing with LLM-based system, your learner are centered and adaptive. The self-paced learning, then step-by-step guided problem solving can be given. Then personalized project idea can be considered here, cognitive formative, and then teacher as a mentor and a guide. So the LLM can provide the personalized learning, and for this, there are various kind of tools that are available. So dealing with these tools, there are various LLM tools for personalized learning. So some of the tools are like Notebook LM is one of the tool is there. Then we have AI Tutor. Then we have many other types of platforms. So these platforms are again there to assist the teachers. It does not, they are not to replace the teachers. Okay. So these tools can help to strengthen and support the teachers in reducing some of the routine workload or by enabling the deeper and more effective teaching. So here I'll try to use the demonstration of some of the tools that can be used for learning. So let's go to the Notebook LM. Okay, so here there is one tool, no LLM tool that is being Notebook LM. So you can go to this tool. So here you can create your own, you can create the new notebook here, or you can use the earlier one that you have already created. Okay, so if I go to the most recent, so here I have already used it. I'll show you that as well. And then even if you want, you can create your own this thing. So let's say you want to create your own LLM notebook. Okay, so if you have any file available, so you can provide simply that file. You can upload that file. If you have a website URL, you can provide that. From Drive also you can upload, and even you can copy paste some text as well from internet. And once you do that, you would be able to, once you have uploaded it here, you would be able to use this different kind of thing. As I said, in the personalized learning, every learner is able to have the different learning in the different way. So here it is helping us to do the different thing, like it is helping us to create the mind maps, it is helping us to create the flashcards, it will help us to create the infographic, the slide deck, audio, even it is able to do the video as well. So now let me directly show you what I have already done here. So just to save the time. Yes. So here I'll simply show you the one that I have already created here. Okay. So what I did here, I had one of the research paper that is being already published. Okay. So this is the research paper that is available. So I have directly uploaded that published research paper here. So once I have published that research paper is uploaded here, I have utilized the different kind of thing from this. Okay. So I can generate the audio. For example, the paper, if you check out, the paper is of 32 pages. So it becomes, maybe for the new researchers, it may be difficult to understand that paper. So to check that, I can, from this, you can create the audio. You can create the mind map. So let's say you click on the mind map. So you would be able to create the mind map. So all these things are already created here. I can directly show that. So mind map can be created. Flashcards can be created. Infogram can be created. So I have created all these things. So directly I can simply show you this thing. Yeah. So this is what the mind map created. So from my paper, the paper is about the flood detection and mapping from satellite images and the deep learning. So it has created the flood detection and mapping review. That is a review paper. Then you can simply check out this different thing. So it is helping us to check out opticals, then microwave, synthetic aperture, satellite imaging methods, the challenges. You can check the data sources, dealing with the data source, satellite sensors, and benchmark data set related things. So all this different kind of things. So the mind map can be generated through this. So students, when students are learning and they want to understand any maybe topic, they can make use of this thing. Or sometimes we as a teacher, when students are working on the research based project, we ask them to read various research papers. So whatever published papers are there, they can also upload it, and then they can try to understand in this way. So that is one thing. So in studio that option was available. Apart from that, yes, the quiz can also be generated based on what you are provided. Then you can simply have the different kind of different options are available, so you can utilize all of them. So from the entire paper, it has directly created this beautiful diagram. So it is providing all the things like the conventional method, machine learning based method, deep learning based method. The intention of showing you this, you can utilize this tool at the personalized learning level as well. Then slide deck, infogram, and even the video can also be created, and the audio can also be created through this. So this is one of the tool that you can use. Then apart from this, there is another tool known as a Node GPT. So you can directly go to the Node GPT and you can upload your notes or any, suppose the textbook is available, and you can ask questions from that. Next to that, there is one more tool known as Recall. So we can simply go to that tool. And then you have to log in. And once you have logged in, you will be able to upload the file. You'll be able to upload the file, and obviously you will be able to do something. So here I have already tried one thing. So what I did, I had created some thing related to deep learning. So I have simply uploaded that file here. And once that file is uploaded, that file is shown here, and then you can ask the question. So like for to ChatGPT asking the question. So here you can chat with your own content. So you can consider like teacher, for example, if paper is published or a few notes are available, and then we can use it obviously with no constraint. So and then you can upload it here. So here, let's say I want to understand what is CNN. Okay, so I can simply provide CNN, and it will simply check out from that, and then it will simply check out all the different cases, and it will try to provide you the answer from that. So it is, I have simply typed, and from my own file itself, it is giving me the details, that is what is CNN and the related thing. So likewise, you can do this thing. Next to that, we have one more tool. So this tool also you can utilize. So here also you can upload the content, and then further you can do the related stuff. So here you have to log in and do the related thing. So these are some of the tools that you are using for the personalized learning. So here we as a teacher, we must understand the personalized learning is actually helping teachers. They are not there to replace the teacher. So that this personalized learning tool can reduce the routine work and some repetitive work. It would support the individual student needs, improve the classroom effectiveness. It can enhance the assessment and feedback. It can encourage and the self-directed learning, and it can support the inclusive, diverse classroom also. So in simplest language, let's say you're teaching one topic, and then on that topic, students are having some doubts. So we as a teacher, we always try to make sure that we explain the topic unless and until every student from our class understand that. But it may so happen that we may not get that time, sufficient time. So if we could use some this type of tool, you can provide it to the students, and they can check out it at different time. Then we have to deal with the key challenges and concerns. So till now, I have talked about the different kind of like we started with the LLM, and then it can be used for the assessment, then for the question paper, question designing, then the other cases, and then the personalized learning. But when we are trying to utilize this large language model in the education domain, we have to check the key challenges and obviously the concern. So the major thing that we are facing here is an hallucination. We need to check about the validity and trustworthiness. Then we must adhere to the academic integrity. Then we have to check for the assessment validity. It must be measurable. Then bias. So the LLMs that you are using, it may so happen that if they are trained on a data that is the on a particular case. So they may generate the results, and these results would be biased in nature. So it may be may fit to one category of students, but it may not fit for the other category of students. And then we have a data privacy. So when we are using the large language model, we are providing the data. So what about the data privacy? That is a concern. And then transparency and explainability. So your large language model are, you are providing the input and you are trying to create the output. I mean, the model is creating the output, but then how do we understand what is happening in between? So it is like a black box, right? So we don't know. We the input is, we as an input we provide the prompt and model is giving the outcome. So what about the transparency and what about the explainability of that? So these are the several concerns. And the major thing on top of that, what we have to consider is the confidentiality, when particularly we are dealing with the sharing of the data, or the major crucial thing that is about the question paper. So we have to consider. So the key takeaway of this, like leveraging the potential of large language model in education domain for various aspects. So we can leverage the potential of LLM for the various aspects in the education domain. It can help the teachers, it can help to the students. This this LLM can assist in pedagogy, but responsibility, confidentiality remain with the teacher only. Then the personalized learning help teachers. It is not to replace them. So as a concluding remark, I can say that the large language model can assist in question paper design, assessment, personalized learning, but the robust ethical and policy framework are essential to ensure the fairness, accountability, privacy, academic integrity. And human in loop must review, validate, approve the AI generated content before it is used in any of the format. So that's it from my end. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, all participants.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Any questions?
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Are there any questions, sir? I guess there are no questions.
I think there are no questions.
Okay,
Chat
thank you so
also
much,
there
sir.
are no questions. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
May I leave?
Anand Kumar, sir. Uh, uh,
Hello, sir. May I leave the session?
Dr. Anand, sir.
Hello. Yeah, on behalf of ITAM, we express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Kavita Devanand Bate for an enlightening and impactful session 2 on the effective use of large language models for assessment, question paper design, and personalized learning. Our session offered clear insights, practical strategies, and real-world perspectives that demonstrated how AI can be meaningfully integrated into academic evaluation, and learner-centric education. We also thank all the participants for their active engagement, thoughtful discussions, and enthusiastic participation, which greatly enriched the session. We are confident that the concepts and techniques shared today will empower you to enhance your assessment practices, improve learning outcomes, and advance your academic and research endeavors. Thank you all for contributing to the success of this valuable learning experience. We wish you all a very pleasant day ahead and look forward to your continued participation in day 3 tomorrow, which promises even more insightful deliberations and knowledge sharing by our esteemed experts. Thank you. And thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. ఈరోజు